everybody, back with a new episode of Babylon 5. I am very excited to get back into it because this is my first episode on my own accord. I'm not doing the request here anymore, but I am continuing on with the show because I have grown so fond of it and I really want to see more. Last episode, we met Walker Smith, great boxer on earth, wanted to join the Muay Thai, and you know, they weren't used to outsiders, but he really broke that barrier in a Jackie Robinson-like way. I really like that. And he earned their respect. Ivanova, dealing with her father's death, even though that happened a while ago, she never allowed herself to really mourn it and process her emotions and move on. So I'm glad she was able to do that with the help of her rabbi and with the commander. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So I'm very excited to get back into it. This next episode is called Grail. I don't know if I usually say the title or not, but in my usual reactions, I usually do. I like to see if the title gives me any indication of what the episode's going to be about. So with Grail, obviously, I think of the Holy Grail. So are we dealing with an object that is highly coveted? I don't know. I'm really excited to get back into it. Now that I am putting the episodes up on YouTube, I'm doing editing on the older episodes, so it's really given me a refresher on things that I've forgotten, especially with the pilot. That was so long ago for me, and only watching one episode a month really was difficult in trying to remember everything that we're told. And you know, this is a dense story, so I'm glad I'll be watching more frequently and also getting a chance to go back on some of the older episodes with me editing them now. So I'm very excited to get back into it. So let's do it.
Aren't you going to greet our distinguished guest? His ship is docking even now.
I wasn't informed.
You will just have time to change if you hurry.
I need to open up some new supply quarters.
He's
You
country.
build this place. You know the ins and outs of B5 better than anybody.
What is this guy up to?
Her name is Miriam Running Deer.
What the
She
heck?
talked to the ombuds about me. Even agreed to testify today.
What is that?
Do you get the message, Jinxo?
Oh my goodness.
Ambassador Kosh.
Kosh! You know, that's not somebody I would think that Kosh would associate himself with.
For diplomats, hustlers,
But
entrepreneurs,
I don't know
and
what the hell's
wanderers.
going on, so
Humans and aliens.
We'll see.
2,500,000 tons of spinning metal.
We went through their archives and we found proof that his great-grandfather abducted my great-grandfather and just took him away in a spaceship. Frankly, Your Honor, we want damages.
How do you plead?
I did not expect to meet a person of such importance. You do me a great honor. I am seeking the sacred vessel of regeneration, the Holy Grail.
oh shit.
The Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail? The commander doesn't seem as enthused with him as Dylan
I'm
does.
puzzled by your reaction to Mr. Guy.
Yeah.
Do you object to his mission?
He's probably the only true seeker we have.
Then perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think.
What does that mean, Dylan? Uh-oh. You just got wiped.
Jinxo! Hold it right there.
Barely enough to keep the autonomic functions going.
Man,
I don't know if any machine that could do that.
it was not a machine.
Well,
Very
she was found
organic.
right after the wipe, so there is a good chance. But she's lost her entire life experience, so we'll have to retrain her from infancy back to adulthood.
From infancy?
She was the only person with enough guts to testify against that lurker rat Deuce's protection racket. The trial's today, and he's gonna walk free because she's lying there
Well,
reduced to a
you
rutabaga.
clearly know where to
Go ahead,
start.
That's a coincidence. Now, can I take the place apart?
You are barred from re-entry to this station for a period of 5 years.
You can't do that! I've got to stay here. Please, I don't care what you do to me.
Isn't it
Put me
in your
jail,
best
make me
interest to
clean the
leave?
methane toilets. I don't care.
I guess
I've
they'd
got to
follow
stay on
you?
the station or it's the end of the station.
How do you plead?
Super
Not
guilty.
Will Miriam Running Deer come forward, please?
Miriam's in Medlab.
Case dismissed.
So why'd you
And that went to trial quick.
Before.
My brother's bird
Or
was of my
before
own.
the court.
What I want to know
Can
is
we
why
investigate?
you believe you can't leave this station.
Did you ever wonder what really happened to the first 4 Babylon stations? I did. I don't have the curse.
I am the curse.
What? You're just
The day I went to work on the Babylon
you're
station,
just bad at your job?
we didn't number them at first, you know.
Perhaps each time you were exactly where you were meant to be.
I never thought of it like that.
Perspective.
I believe one of these feeders has been smuggled on board.
It's Deuce. Gotta be. This bunch are all set up to smuggle in something like this.
I wonder how much Londo knows about that sector. It's in his jurisdiction. Don't suppose you know where he is.
Where else?
Of course.
It couldn't be. Here?
Well, he doesn't seem to know anything about it, which is good.
Immediately.
There are two castes of Minbari. The warrior caste and the religious caste. The warrior caste would not understand. It is not their way.
So we will not tell them.
These two sides of your culture, do they ever agree on anything?
Yes. And when they do, it is a terrible thing.
Oh, damn.
A terrible power.
Richer food, older minds.
Find Jinxo and the ombuds. Bring them here. We'll dine well soon enough.
What the hell? What's going on?
You think he's genuine?
Aldous? Yes. Question is, a genuine what? One person's lunatic is another's true seeker.
You've been hanging out with Delenn too much.
Delenn's all in on him,
I
though.
don't care who authorized it. We'll have to do a search of our trade history files. Very complicated and time-consuming. However, if you can afford the fees.
Ambassador, I've already done it.
A few more like you, Veer, and the entire Centauri Republic will efficient itself to extinction.
I think we should leave now.
What a wonderful idea. Please.
Thank you for your time, Ambassador.
Fools to the left of me, feeders to the right. I need to find a real job.
What?
So, what are you gonna do with the Grail once you find it?
The numbers didn't add up anymore. Nothing made sense anymore. So finally, one day, I just left. And then I met a man. He said he was the last of his kind. And he told me that I was a man of infinite promise. But the numbers add up again, Thomas. The numbers do add up.
Until such time as both the
So,
defendant and
what
the
do you
plaintiff
know?
come to some reasonable solution
What great
to the problem of jurisdiction,
revelation did
this
you
court
have?
will recess.
Uh-oh, Judge.
What
Uh-oh.
does this Grail look like? Is it made of gold, jewels, that sort of thing?
I don't know. I've never seen it. This is my friend. He's under my protection. Please leave. Get lost.
Yeah, I don't think they care. Oh. Oh, dang, he's got skills.
You got to get out of here. He'll eat your mind. I saw him. I saw him do it. He sucked your brain dry. Thomas.
Dang, I really wanted to see that conversation.
Thomas, answer me. I know you're there.
Really good with that staff. Oh, no.
If you don't show, we feed your friend to the Vorlon.
Gosh, is such a mystery.
Get out. While you still can.
Whoa.
There's nothing in the dark. Show yourself.
You're gonna see him?
Show yourself.
The last time this happened. Wow, I can't believe he was able to do that.
The feeder's in here somewhere. So's Aldous.
Wait, is the thing that Londo was scared of? That's not the same thing as Kosh. Did that thing attach? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. So he is just a good man.
It's too late.
Don't say that. You're gonna be fine.
No.
He's passing the
My
torch.
search is over. I failed.
I'll do it. I'll find the Grail.
I see it, Thomas.
Aw, what's that? You see it?
We've confiscated the fake encounter suit. It's a pretty close match to your own.
Oh.
Deuce wanted the people to think that he had the Vorlons working for him.
Okay.
He could add to his image and intimidate people. It's a hard thing to live your life searching for something and never find it.
Are you speaking of Aldous? Or someone else?
Aldous.
Commander,
No, you're wrong.
are you a seeker?
He found what he was looking for. A reason.
The pursuit.
For what?
Everything, Commander.
I thought Jigsaw was supposed to be here to see him. You know, home.
Haven't seen him.
Hey. Take care, Jigsaw.
Aw,
Thomas.
Thomas.
My name is Thomas.
Look at him with all that purpose. Aw.
Are you sure it's dead?
I'm positive. It's dead as a rock. I saw it with my own eyes.
Come out, Londo.
How do you know it's not just resting?
As long as you can hear them, as long as there's noise around, you're safe.
You're
But if
fucking
you
with
ever hear
them.
nothing, worry.
Stop.
You never did tell me what you thought about that curse.
What curse?
You know, that bit about if he leaves Babylon 5, the same thing that happened to Babylons 1, 2, 3, and 4 would happen to us.
Oh, that curse.
No.
You're not taking it seriously, are you?
Me? No. How long until he hits jump?
Oh. Right about now.
Let's knock on some wood. It'll be good.
No boom?
No boom.
No boom.
No boom today. Boom tomorrow. There's always a boom tomorrow.
Well,
Sooner or later.
but later. Way later. All right, well, this was an interesting episode, having Aldous be on board, seeing how reverent everybody, or specifically the Minbari, were to him because of him being a holy man, was interesting. And Delenn made me very curious about what she was getting at with the commander. It seems like he may be a seeker, or was one at some point. He obviously does not remember anything like that, but Delenn definitely made it seem that way. Man, I really want them to talk. I want him to say what he knows. And I want her to give him something, let him know something. Because she knows more than she's saying, obviously. And I think they trust each other. It was really interesting to learn about the Minbari people too, the caste system they have in place, with the two classes being the warrior class and the religious class. That's not a lot of options. And the way that Delenn was talking about it with, you know, when they both agree on something, that can be really bad, because how many religious wars have been so terrible in our past. So I like having that kind of perspective on where they've come from, and, you know, that kind of informs the mystery of the Grey Council and the commander's role and all that. So I like that little bit of information that we got here too. Turns out Aldous was just a really decent man. You know, when you say holy man, I'm not gonna 100% be like, well, this guy's 100% like a good person. And I'm not saying that he is, even though we see that he ended up being a good man. It's just you judge a person by their actions, and the way he treated Thomas and everyone on board, he was just really decent, and I really liked him. And I'm sorry to see that he died. And I checked, his last name is not Gaius, it's Gaiak. I really liked his relationship with Thomas, and how Thomas felt so terribly about himself because of the circumstances that he found himself in. I don't think he was culpable for what happened to Babylon 1 through 4, but it's good for him to have this perspective now and have this purpose. He is the new holy man and took over the staff and the pursuit that Aldous was on. And I love that, because even though Aldous died, his legacy will carry on. You definitely know that that Thomas will continue that story of him in the same way that Aldous talked about his mentor. So I really like that aspect of it. Oh my goodness, the stuff with the thingy, I was so confused. I was like, that's what Kosh looks like? Because I know, having just recently edited the pilot, when they tried to frame the commander and we saw from Kosh's perspective, his hand looked like a human hand. So I was surprised to see that come out of him, but knowing that that wasn't actually him, I was like, okay. And I didn't think Kosh was wrapped up into anything that seedy. And I'm glad that that is the case, that it wasn't him. It was someone trying to frame him or make the Borlons look bad. That sucks. Going after that judge. And trying to get the schematics, I guess, of the ship, which is worrisome. But I like how the commander handled the situation, though. Garibaldi just wanted to go downtown and just start like tossing sails, basically. But the commander was like, no, these people have circumstances that you don't understand. And even if there is like more crime down there, there's socioeconomic reasons for that. It's interesting that that kind of thing still exists on such a small, contained place. Like, it's weird that they have credits in the first place, that there's still like a monetary need. So yeah, this was an interesting episode. I thought we were gonna find some stuff out about Kosh, but that was really just a trick. So nothing to go on there, but I'm glad to know that it wasn't him. And we learned some stuff maybe about the commander. And it was just a really nice story with Aldous, and seeing what kind of a person he was, and what having something to strive to be a good person turned him into, even though he was just like a boring accountant living a boarding life, and then really found himself after what happened on Mars. That was really nice to see. And Londo was here for some laughs. That was fun. No Jakar though. But man, the Lynn, tell me what you know. So yeah, this was a really interesting episode. I enjoyed it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back soon.